All right, here we are with the Suunto MC-2 Global Edition, Global version. I just adjusted my declination. I don't know if you can see down here. Probably works better if I have a white background. Roger that. So that's east, that's west. I know it's weird. This is east and that's west, but with the declination, I'm reading on the inside of the bezel. West, declination. Let's flip this around real quick. So that's east, that's west. What I did in New England, hopefully you guys can see. In New England, we are, so there's, it's zeroed right there. We are in every one of these tick marks. Let's see if I can get a proper actuation on it. Every one of these tick marks represents 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that first slash would be 10. I'm sitting at 7.8, which for me, that's like 7 3/4, 7 5/8. That's how I adjusted it. So anyways, our declination is square. One neat thing about this, and I realized it has a clinometer. And it took me a minute to figure out exactly how it works, but that tells angles. How neat is that? So if you're looking at a pitch in front of you, a mountain, a ridge, any type of inclined surface, and you want to find out the grade of it, man, this clinometer will tell you. How kick-ass is that? So that actually wouldn't be 80 degrees. It's the opposite. So, you know, you deduct. That's what I got from it, and that's easiest for me to say. So this would actually be a 20-degree plane, because 8 and 2 is 10. So on and so on. So if this is at 60, it's a 40-degree plane, and vice versa. You can do both sides. But I think the clinometer is wicked, wicked cool. So this will be a 60-degree grade, since it's on 40. 6 and 4 is 10, right? So that would be, let's see, this is still a bit far away. That would be a 60-degree grade. 70, 80, and then of course 90 would be our 90-degree angle, or square, squared off. So what I wanted to do, and I don't want to leave you guys out, is the kiddos in my family, whether, you know, it's mine or my niece and nephews, are always like, oh my gosh, that's so satisfying. So, you know, they'd be mad at me if I just ripped this off willy-nilly without doing the, let me dull my television for a second. I'm watching what happened to the Vikings after battling the Native Americans, which they called Skrelings, which is kind of derogatory, but you know, it is what it is. All right, here we are. You guys can see me sitting with my Italian wool winter hat on. I'm just getting ready to depart. So here we go. Without further ado, let me shut up. Man, this is on here good. So satisfying, as the kids would say. Right on. And that meridian line is really nice and crisp. You can see that carries up your direction mark. So I liked what Corp said. He goes, this is like a Back to the Future reference. This is where you go. This tick mark's where you're going. Yeah, let me adjust real quick. Pardon my reach. This is where you're going. This is where you've been. And I love that. So you can get a back azimuth. Say, we're going to swap this real quick to, we're going northwest 320. So everything's lined up there. Lovely. 320. And this bezel glows something fierce. Oh, man, I just love it. So, azimuth, line of direction. You have your nice peekaboo window. And you also have a line of direction up here with a really neat notch. One thing this doesn't have is the tick marks on the side of the case that I've seen also. But, you know, knowing me, I busted out my ruler that I use for all my leatherwork and stuff and measured the whole thing, and it's 6 3/4. So when this is laying down, my next objective to get is a topo map of my area, and I'm going to try to get one for free. You know, once I get comfortable, then I figure out what I want to do, where I want to do it. Then I'll get it like laminated at Staples or something. Anyways, the top case to the bottom of the base plate is 6 3/4 inches. So you can see here, I don't have mine set up for metric because, you know, I don't live in Europe. So I have mine inches in miles. So from here to here is 3 miles. From here, and I like that they put the first, I believe it's 16ths in. Yeah, it looks like the first couple of 16ths, and then there's, you know, the bigger ones are 8ths, so 16/8, 16/8, maybe 2/8, 3/8, sorry, up to 3 inches. So this is also 3 and some change, but man, I couldn't be happier. I'll do a full review on this when I get home, just to show you guys how rad this thing is. This compass is absolutely dope. So I don't know how well you can see. My phone's plugged in. Let me unplug it real quick. I don't know how well you can see, but let's see if we can do this. I have like the door open, the windows open. It's a lovely day, but yeah, you can see how well that glows if I focus on it. So this glows like really, really great. All the graduation marks, all the actuation marks, you can see, you know, everything, even from the top of that, is glowing really, really nice. And it actually holds a glow for quite a while, which I'm beside myself stoked on. So I'm gonna do some, I have an appointment I gotta run to, but I'm gonna do some sighting off today, and it's gonna be outstanding. So I'm stoked. And when I catch you guys on the flip side, you're gonna hear way more about my Suunto MC-2. Maybe not today, tomorrow. I have a pretty chock full day in front of me, but yeah, it's an outstanding day. Like, it couldn't be better. Yeah, man, I'm absolutely stoked. This was a great purchase, and it cost me a pretty penny, but you know what? It's well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. So, you know, may the gods bless America, and look after loved ones, and whatever you do, don't forget to summon that inner Viking. Slant you guys. Murph out.